Hola, qué rico volver a encontrarnos en una nueva sesión de Mantén, Encendido tu Amor. Hoy día la sesión número 11. Mateo 18, 5 y 6 dice: todo el que recibe de mi parte a un niño pequeño como este, me recibe a mí. Pero si hacen que uno de estos pequeños que confía en mí caiga en pecado, sería mejor para ustedes que se aten una gran piedra de molino alrededor del cuello y se ahogue en las profundidades del mar. Aparentemente, el hecho de proteger la confianza de los vulnerables es algo importante para Jesús y por una buena razón. Hemos sido diseñados para vivir con confianza. Las relaciones extramaritales, el egoísmo, el dolor autoinfligido y los muros de protección surgen porque se rompió la confianza en la niñez. Desde el momento en el que entramos en el mundo, nuestra necesidad más profunda es amar y ser amados por otros seres humanos y formar parte activa de los vínculos relacionales duraderos. Profundizaremos en este tema en el siguiente video.
Welcome to Session 6 of the Keep Your Love On series. I'm Danny Silk, and author of the book, Keep Your Love On. In this session, I'll discuss the trust cycle and teach you how to avoid the lingering repercussions of broken trust, whether at home or at work. I'll also introduce simple but powerful phrases to help you express your needs in all of your most important relationships. Enjoy. Tonight, I'd like to talk to you about the trust cycle. There actually is this model that we're going to go through. It's in your handout there. And it has everything to do with understanding what we're getting at in the communication. The deepest part of our relational connection is sitting in getting to the need that somebody has. I mean, if you could imagine somebody rubbing your back or scratching your back, somebody's back itches and they start scratching your leg. You're like, oh, yeah, thanks, but you're not helping me here. A little higher, a little higher. Like, well, I don't feel like going any higher. I just want to scratch your leg here. Okay, see, this is so dissatisfying to have someone not be able to adjust to find the need. And so in communicating, this is really what we're trying to do, is we're trying to give people targets to hit in relational satisfaction. This little graphic here is in your handout, and it's an illustration of how this process works. Now imagine if you have a little baby. This is how babies bond to their mother or father, is through this expression of need. The baby cries, right? The baby's, I got a problem, but I can't tell you what it is, so you have to figure it out. And so now that's exactly what you're doing. You're on a quest to find out what is going on with this baby. How can I help this baby? So as the baby expresses what they need, the mother or father are now going to action. And if it's the father's like, oh gosh, I hope it's one of three things. Hey, I hope this baby is, I hope it's not messy, but let's check. Maybe this baby's messy. Nope, that wasn't it. Okay, maybe it's hungry. Hopefully it's it. Oh gosh, it wasn't that one either. Okay, I hope it's tired. I hope it's one of these three things. And the need being expressed has led to a response that says, I care about what you need. Let me see if I can meet that need. And as that need is met, the child is satisfied. That anxiety, that pain, whatever it is that led them to communicate, that need is comforted. And so now we have a loop which suggests this to the bond. And the bond is formed because I expressed what I needed, there was a response to that need, and I was comforted. Now, this is also the role of the Holy Spirit in our life as well, right? Jesus says, I got to go, but I'm going to leave you with the Comforter. Because as we learn to express what we need, and there's a response from heaven, and our need is met, there's an ease that comes from that. And this is where this is where that connection process begins to accelerate between people. And just imagine, this is how we relate. This is, I express what I need, there's a response. You express what you need, there's a response. And this is how we build this connection. Now, conversely, we have a life cycle of what happens when we don't meet that need. And this is how you create a mistrust cycle, where the person communicates what they need, but there's no response. So they're left in their pain. They're left in their struggle. They're left in their anxiety to just deal with it. Well, it isn't too long before they begin to pick up that in this relationship, it's not safe. It's not safe to communicate what I need because it either gets neglected or there's a reaction that doesn't meet the need. And so this ongoing loop now begins to destroy truth. It begins to destroy trust. It attacks that bond and that connection. So communication, the process of communication, is to get to this need, to be able to listen for the need, to be able to find and communicate the need. This requires a specific skill set, really, because a lot of people don't know what they need. A lot of people don't know what they feel. Some people think that getting angry and trying to get another person to do stuff because they're afraid of being punished by my anger, they think that's effective communication. Some people think, well, I'll just ignore what I need. I'll just shove it down into my shoe and pretend like I don't have any needs. Until one day I wake up and I hate you. And you're like, well, how did that happen so fast? I mean, how was yesterday okay and today I hate you? Because the realization is I am in all kinds of pain in my relationship with you. And so let's take a look at one of the most effective tools I'm aware of to communicate effectively what's going on inside of you. It's called iMessages. Now, iMessages are something, how many of you are familiar with an iMessage? Yeah. How many of you don't use them? Yeah. Yeah, it's for whatever reason, like, oh yeah, I had an active listening class, I heard that, yeah, whatever. Don't ever use them. Awesome, that's not the same thing, you know? It's crucial that I slow this down for you so that you can see what we're doing. Because what we're doing is we're going to identify some of the most effective pieces of information that you can communicate. And the better you get at it, the more clear the target is for the person who cares about you, who wants to respond well, who wants to help satisfy that need. All right? So it's going to start with I feel. I feel a feeling, okay? Let's stop there. I feel a feeling. This is revelation here. I feel a feeling. I don't feel a thought. Okay, so if you find yourself saying something to the effect of, I feel like, and as soon as you hear yourself say like, stop. Because you're about to describe a thought. I feel like you're a jerk. Now, I feel like you act like your mother. See, what you're not describing you're not describing what's going on inside of you are describing a thought. If you can insert the word think in your sentence and it makes sense, it's not a feeling. I think you're a jerk. Makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, that's a thought. That's a judgment. I think you act like your mom. That's a judgment. That's a thought. But you can't say, I think hurt. I think rejected. I think, disconnected from you. It doesn't make any sense. Why? Because those are feelings. So the first thing is you feel a feeling. And that's what you communicate. You're trying to communicate, I'm experiencing you, I'm experiencing this, I'm experiencing that a certain way. Vital information you don't have, you don't know. Lots of people are going to express, I feel angry. I feel angry. It's the only feeling I know. It's the only feeling I feel. It's because I don't know any other feelings. For years, I taught a group of men and women who'd been convicted of domestic violence. And one of the first things that we did with them was we had to introduce them to themselves. Because they really didn't know what was going on. They just thought, I was okay until I was in a rage. I'm fine until I'm crazy. How are you feeling? Crazy. If you'd leave me alone, I'd be fine. So I have two emotions. Like, no, you don't. You have a whole rainbow of them, right? You have a whole bunch of them. And so putting words to feelings is like a new thought. Children behave their feelings because they don't have words. So it's not hard to tell how a child is feeling. We know they're upset, but we really don't know specifically what's going on. But they're throwing toys, they're kicking on the floor, they're slamming doors, they're running out of the room, they're crying. Like, okay, something's going on. I don't know what it is, but something's going on. But when they grow up, and that's how adults act, when adults are still behaving their feelings, we got some catching up to do. So it's important that I begin to put words to my emotions so that I can communicate them, or I will forever behave my feelings like a child.
We pastor a church, and it's just incredible, multi-generational church. And we're right across from university, so we have a lot of young couples and couples that really need to be able to understand how to keep their love on in relationships, definitely.
This book is such a blessing because we've used the materials for the premarital classes, counseling, and Keep Your Love On we've used in connect groups, which is like just the perfect place for young couples and just relationships of all sorts. So these tools have been amazing, so empowering for our body.
A continuación te dejamos sugeridas un par de preguntas para tu tiempo de diálogo. Número 1. ¿Qué tan consciente eras de la importancia que tiene para nuestras relaciones saber expresar nuestras necesidades? Número 2. ¿Eres de las personas que comunica lo que piensa? ¿O has podido comunicar lo que sientes? Háblanos de eso. Y el desafío para esta semana. A partir de hoy, comienza a anotar durante esta semana los sentimientos que describen cómo te has sentido. Hazlo como si fuera un diario de vida, pero no es necesario que sea extenso. Identifica 2 o 3 emociones que expresen cómo te has sentido y anótalas. De esta manera ejercitaremos el poner el nombre a lo que estamos sintiendo para poder comunicarlo asertivamente.